Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cody Rose Narrett. Welcome back if you're already subscribed. Today's I'm doing another video blog. So I want to discuss more about movies and stuff. And I talked about my latest video blog that I just did earlier today. I did my top favorite movies and music by Hilary Duff, and I am thinking of doing the same thing with kind of like Lindsay Lohan, but not really, but like kind of falling into the same category, but with just the Freaky Friday movies. So going back all the way to the beginning of the first Freaky Friday movie, which was back in, which one is it? I gotta look. Freaky Friday from 1976, with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris. Oh, go away. And so there's that. That's the first, that is literally the first Freaky Friday film that they made from 1976. And I definitely have to rate that, I actually like the OG, who directed this? Director Gary Nelson. Oh, you can watch on Disney Plus. Okay, sorry, I'm getting out of focus here, but so I watched the original 1976 film later on because I grew up with Lindsay Lohan's Freaky Friday from 2003, I think. 2003, yeah. So before I lose my train of thought. So what I'm trying to get to at is that I've watched all the Freaky Friday films except for the ones that Disney Channel decided to do. I did not bother watching those. But from the original 1976, and then the remake from 2003, and then the newest one with also Lindsay Lohan from 2003, and the newest one from 2005, I think. I thought they did a really good job with the Freakier Friday. Again, I just grew up with Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan and Kelly Clarkson, all those movie and music stars, and I just absolutely loved how Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis was in the original 2003 to the Freakier Friday sequel from last year of 2025. I like how they stuck, that they came back to the sequel, and it just looks like a really good film, and I actually really enjoyed it. Is it as good as the original 2003? Not really. You can't beat the original. And it's the same thing from 1976. You can never beat the original. I really do like the original with Jodie Foster. But again, I grew up with Lindsay Lohan with that Freaky Friday. So I have to say, from the OG with Jodie Foster comes in first, and then second, Lindsay Lohan's Freaky Friday, and then third, last but not least, the sequel from 2003's Freaky Friday, Freakier Friday. Again, it's not as good as the original from 2003, but it is good. It did make me laugh a little bit with Jamie Lee Curtis's part, because Jamie Lee Curtis is hilarious. I like Jamie Lee Curtis. I also like Lindsay Lohan as well, but Jamie Lee Curtis really killed it with being funny in the Freakier Friday. So that's my ratings. That's my, from the OG 1976 to 2003s and then 2025s. That's my that is my listing of how, just how I like it, So with that, yeah, has anybody seen, if anybody has Disney Plus, or I think the Freakier Friday is only on Disney Plus. I could be wrong. But I'm asking for your opinion. Which Freaky Friday film do you like? Because there is, not just those three, but Disney tried making another, Freaky Friday movie. And then they did, sequels, just Disney Channel, not Disney Channel. And I honestly did not even bother watching it because I was like, leave it alone. And then I totally forgot about that one. And then when they did the sequel for 2003's Freaky Friday, I was like, oh, heck yeah, because they brought back Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, like I said before. And I just completely forgot about the Disney Channel reboot that they were trying to do. So I didn't even bother watching the reboot with that by Disney Channel. So I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm not trashing the Disney Channel movies that they do, but with actual Walt Disney films, I have to say that I really like how they progress. They just followed through and didn't screw anything up from the original to 2003s and then 2025s. They stuck to good fashion comedy, not oh, maybe they won't get that adult humor or anything like that, or oh, that was a little bit inappropriate. They stuck from the original to, they just kept it clean. So I like that, but yeah, sorry for rambling on. Oh my goodness. But those are my ratings for the Freaky Friday films. Let me know. I want to know which Freaky Friday movie is your favorite? Do you like the original, from whatever it said, from the 70s or the early 2000s, or even the newest ones, literally 20 from last year, 2025's Freaky Friday film. Like I said before, I like all of them, and then with Lindsay Lohan, she also did The Parent Trap, and that's also Walt Disney. And I just really like how she did those films. And also Herbie. She did Herbie Fully Loaded? Yeah, Herbie Fully Loaded. And I love the original Herbie Fully Loaded as well, the OG, again, from the 60s. How they did those movies. And then again, I grew up in an area where Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan were Disney stars back in the day. And I just grew up with them, with those kind of public figures. And I just like how both Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan, went from peak to downhill, and now they're going back up peak. And they're just putting their life back together, they're doing better. So I'm really glad that they are both doing better with their lives. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it there. Let me know, guys, which one is your favorite Freaky Friday film. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. Happy Monday. And if you guys don't hear from me, I honestly am just like literally brainstorming ideas of what to video blog. So yeah, this was like out of the blue, but I hope you guys have a good week, and I hope you guys are doing okay, not only physically but also mentally. And until next time, I will talk to you guys again real soon. All right, bye guys.